Hello, my name is Cameron Carrico, and today I'm going to be showing you how to navigate as well as just overall use Outlook and Gmail. So first we're going to start with Outlook, which I'm here now in my school email. The first and most important thing that everyone does with the email is create messages. So you would come to the top left and hit new message to start. Next, you're going to want to put in whoever you're sending it to. I use my friend Malia as an example. Then next you would want to add like a title. So this is just a test email. So I'm just going to use that. Then down here is the body. You type in all the information for the email, right? So after you get done with that, you're going to want to send it, obviously. So you can either just click send and it'll send it right away, or you can click this arrow and come over here to send later, and it gives you different options on when exactly you want it to be sent. So the next thing we're going to talk about is all your messages, right? These are all my messages I've got so far. So let's say I want to create a folder and move these messages to a different spot other than just the big inbox, because there's a lot of messages that get lost. So you can either right click it and come here to move, and then you can either move it to an existing folder or create a new one. Or let's say you've already clicked on the message and it's open. You can come up here to the top and it'll give you the same options. Now, let's say you're getting a lot of emails from someone and it keeps giving you notifications, but you don't want to hear it, right? You can either right click it and come down here to snooze, and you can snooze it for however long you want like that. Or again, if it's already open, you can come to the top and it gives you those same options. All right. So next thing we're going to talk about is the calendar function. It's really helpful if you're creating or setting up like a meeting or a study session or something like that. So you come here to the top left, not the envelope, but the one right under it is the calendar. Let's say I want to plan something for next Thursday. I'd add a title, so study session, for example, like that. And then you can add as many people as you want to invite, but again, I'm just going to use my friend Malia as an example. Then it's going to give you suggested times on when everyone's available. And it can kind of, like if someone has a calendar set up and they have a big block taken out, it knows that and can tell you that not everyone is available. You can set up times. And then down here, you can use locations. So let's say I'm going to use the library. So we just type in library, and you can either use the Google Maps version or just type it in itself. But let's just say I want to use that right there. You'll click it and it'll give them directions if they don't know where it is. And then down here you can add a description. So let's say study session for English, right? Another cool thing about this is you can also come, let's say I open up my downloads, right? You can add, like, it's a PDF. You can add it directly to there, and it's just going to add the PDF, and they can open it up and see it for themselves, right? Instead of having to type all that out in the description. All right, now let's move over to Gmail. Pretty much the same as when it comes to everything. I mean, you come up here and click compose for a new email, type in the same thing, the people that you know, the subject, all the same pretty much. And down here, it's either send right away or schedule send, and it pops up and you can send different ways, right? When it comes to snoozing and moving the email, pretty similar. You can I think it's easier on Gmail, honestly, because it gives you these options all right here. Like you can snooze it just by hovering over it, or if you open it right here, like this Google Calendar, you just hit more, and you can forward it to people as well if it's a message that more people need to send. But you can also, like I was saying earlier, you can just right click and you can move it to whatever folder you want, right? And much like Outlook, Gmail also has a calendar function, and which is right over here, and it's gonna pop up, and this is the short version. You can also click the square, the little dots up here, and open the calendar. It's gonna take you to a new thing, but it's all connected. So let's say I want to set up something next Thursday again, right? Thursday. I'm just going to click a time, and then it's all pretty much all the same. You're just going to add your title. So again, study session as last time. You can add your guests as last time. All pretty much the same. Not exactly, like different format, obviously, but overall pretty much the same. And then you come down here, add your location. So again, the library. And then you can click right here for more options. And then you can add your description. And again, you could open up your downloads and drag a attachment to it. So overall, pretty simple. If it's saved into your Google or your Drive, like I did earlier, it's pretty much the same thing. You'll just come here and click browse, and then you can find the exact document that you wanted to add. So again, let's say I wanted to add that attachment. I'll just come down here, search it up, and find it, and then it'd just be as easy as dragging it right there, and it added it. So anyway, hope that was helpful, and hope it was all coherent. Thank you for your time, and this was how to use Outlook and Gmail.